All right. Hey, Bruce Stick. What's going on, bud? Got a schwack load of field work to do tonight. A new toy to try out that it was found today. Should be a good day. Good evening. Whatever. Time. Words. Things. Spoopy! Well, that answers that question for me. Pot's working, so that's one less thing to worry about. %? That's too low. I don't agree. All right. $17? That's a little high. At 20? Ouch. All right, Spook. I'm just getting started, so I'll be here. Okay. Plenty of field work to do, so we're going to get to it. But we're in the middle of the map, and we need to go to the top of the map, so we have a drive ahead of us. And we're still needing to finish delivering the seed to the Bordeaux, because that'll make things a little bit easier for us too. I don't know. It's kind of silly how having seed in a seeder makes a difference when you're going to use it. Okay, so the guy stone picking is still doing his thing. He's doing alright. I accidentally left John Deere running. That's alright. And the man truck is still heading towards the shop. Okay. Everything's falling into place. Ish. Some fields tonight are going to be just direct drilled and just get stuff in the ground. Some fields have stones in them from before I started the map. Those are going to get plowed, stone picked, and then planted. As far as how much fertilizing and liming goes, we'll see. We also might have some harvesting ahead of us as we go across the top of the map. So what we're going to do is we're going to concentrate on these fields. All of these across the top. As you can see, that one still needs to be harvested. These need to be harvested. The thing about some of these fields, maybe not these, but these up here, several of them have the train line going through them. So they're kind of split in two. So they won't be easy to be done with like horseplay. They'll be done with Titan play, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. That works. So that's what we will be working on tonight and probably beyond tonight. Get these done. We're probably going to do something with this one too. Let's see what's going on the map. Okay, that one needs lime. These I need to harvest before I worry about them. That needs lime. That needs plowing. And those will need lime. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. We're gonna jump out of the tractor. We need to get these guys going. And I forgot to configure you properly. Oops. That's not gonna work. We need the fucking lift silo. Hey, Gabe. That's the configuration we need. Thank you. Oh, that turned off the engine. There we go. Now he'll reach the top of the silo. Okay, well, he lays that in place. Let's get auto drive ready. I don't have auto drive route marked too close to where I'm going. I gotta make some markers. So we'll just pick something close and send them off. And now we'll get this guy going. These guys will have enough seed and fertilizer in these silos to do that or go for quite a while, which is good. So since Sunday, I have bought cows for all of the barns. They each have at least 12 cows in them, which isn't very many, but we'll get there. And they all have their food and straw inside the barn. I'm still working on making sure the robots have everything they need to keep them fed, but what the cows have inside the barns will last them for quite a while. So we have time. So we can spend some time, a few streams, get some field work done. I might do some stocking of the barns off stream. And then once we get like the top row of fields done like I showed, we'll probably go into buying more cows, do another row of fields, rinse and repeat, because we're not going to need a lot more money out except for buying cows and buying seed, fertilizer, diesel, that kind of stuff. Equipment wise, we should be in pretty good shape. So I'm going to try out the new toy that I was just getting ready to go look for to watch Tony Miff's video on when Moose posted the link to it. It is a drivable John Deere auger wagon. It's kind of cool looking. So I'll try it out, see how it does, see if I need to make any edits to make it work for what I need. We'll be in good shape. Yeah, I'll have to figure out. I think it's the shape or the size of my thumbnails why they won't show up in Discord. I gotta get that straightened out, figured out, because I'm actually taking the time to put in the work to make the thumbnails. I want them to show up. They show up on YouTube, but not in Discord. Well, we'll work on it. The way we were able to buy cows for every barn and still have $22 million in the bank is because we did pretty good on that big lavender field. It's done. We had to plow it because it had stones in it. It's being stone picked right now. That stone picker will be used tonight in the fields we're going to be working if he gets done in time that we still need it. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. I'm not sure why I'm only going 35. Oh, it's set for 35, okay. Because the other guy's going 52 just fine. There we go. Or he did similar mods with the same zip name. But I think your first thought is the correct one, because I think I had a couple of things too. They probably found them on a third party without getting them off the itch. I didn't follow his itch page until today. It's a win. Get that ice going though. Oh, wow. Okay. I'll take that. Yeah. Alrighty then. I ended up with so many alfalfa bales last night that I just started picking them up. I still got more to pick up. And then I'll just wrap them when I need silage. I'm just throwing them in storage for now. Alfalfa, if you bale it and wrap it on this map, will give you regular silage. If you ted it and go to pick it up, you get dry alfalfa windrow, which I can't use for TMR, so we'll only be using the alfalfa for silage baling. And Gabe survived the heist. I didn't. Okay. So, Gabe, remember when I had the idea of trying to do a corn header that would give chaff with the neck sack? And Moose had problems with it. Kevin, hello, welcome in. Any viewers from Driver Stream are more than welcome here. Well, I don't think he failed as much as he thought he did, Gabe. Just let me jump out. Okay, so there's the other truck with the other silo. Here's our drivable auger wagon. Turn that off. We left that running accidentally. But there's the Colossus Harvester with one of our edited headers. Oh, thank you for that sub. Greatly appreciate it. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Woo woo! But when I went to harvest corn with it, look what I got in my hopper. So Moose's edit to the header did make it a forage header. It gave me chaff. He thought it wasn't gonna work. It worked. It's giving me chaff. I thought it was gonna be harvesting and giving me corn when I set this thing off. Which is what we wanted. Rooster, a lot of people think they know me, but that's not something to be proud of, so just say no. So yeah, we got it to work after all. And I'm not complaining at all. Hello, baby bale stack cruiser. Oh, we're not talking about you right now. Okay. I am very addictive. Jason, hello, welcome in. If you are new here, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. Greatly help the old channel. We are over the bare minimum for subs here on YouTube for monetization, but you still need the view hours. So the more you come in and hang out, the better. Hello, Martin. How are you? So, although the name of this map is New Horizon 32X, I am very certain that this has been incorrectly named. I'm sure this is a 64X map because it's just the sheer size of it. But this map, by the time we are done, will have over 3.2 million cows on it. That's a lot of milk, y'all. So, most... Adam, the jury is still out. We'll have to ask Spooky when she comes back. Alright, Moose. Understood. Say hi to Mrs. Moose. So, eventually every field will be repurposed for the use of making TMR and for straw for bedding. And the supplies needed for the robot to feed the barns, keep them going. We will be getting back to using the train very soon, the placeable train. So how far away is my field truck? I'm waiting for my trucks with the seed and fertilizer to get up here so I can... Ah! Okay, look, that's the first tractor. Okay. Still need to get it moved out of the way, though. Ah, here comes the first truck right behind him. Perfect. I need that truck. I need that truck. Come here, you. Get over here. Thank you. Now, don't run into the tractor I just parked. Thank you. There we go. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go put the solid dirt into the Borgo. By that time, the other truck with the seed should be here, and we can get rocking and rolling on that. I'll pick up that straw later. We've got some planting to do. Get some crops in the ground. I didn't get a chance to go by and lurk in Driver's stream, so I know his stream title said somebody sent him a new toy or something, but I don't know what he got. I'll have to go check that out. Come on, autosave. 64X map. Takes a minute. And the other truck is at the same spot. So I'll go grab him and the seeds in a minute. Actually, while I'm driving all the way over to the Bordeaux, I remember that the Bordeaux needs to go back past where the other truck is now parked. I might as well take this to the Bordeaux, put this in the Bordeaux, and drive the tractor to the seeds. That makes more sense. Trying to decide what I want to put in the ground, though. Over there. It had corn. I'm just going to direct drill right now. I could put in some oats. And I think the hopper for the seed is the one that I have open right now. Guess we'll find out. Yeah, it's likely. Likely that's what the problem is. So let's jump in the 715 stagger. Open the next cover. Now let's see if it'll take. Yep, it took it. It's gone. The unload speed on those silos might be edited to be a little on the fast side. Just a little bit. Just a touch. So I think we're gonna go. Yeah, we'll put oats in. So we'll drive him over, get the seeds, and we can get to work. Congrats on surviving your heist, Adam. I forgot to get in on that one. So yeah, we're just going to direct drill oats. If we do have enough time, we have a massive wheat field we can start harvesting as well. That way we'll have wheat. Oh, we'll have straw. Wheat to sell and straw for the cows. So according to the results, Adam, of the heist, it claims you're a bit of a fibber who exaggerates. Because you only got a handful of plunder, but a tale of plenty. So you're talking a big game about how much you got, but you only got like a handful of stuff. Sounds about right for everybody these days. Everybody. Okay, let's see if we have enough momentum going to get these little tires on the Borgo Cedar itself over the railroad tracks. Oh, womp womp. I gotta figure out how to get those railroad crossings from the pack to work. Easy there, big guy. Easy. Hang on your wheels now. You know you want to. There we go. See? I knew you could do it. Never had a doubt. Never had a doubt in me life. Okay, maybe I questioned it for a second, but... Hold on. It's warm here in Southern California. I think I've got to turn on my fan. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Because Mr. Titan's starting to sweat a little bit. All right. No, fan was on. It's just that hot. It's just that hot in here. Of course, my computer is kicking out a lot of heat right now. All right. Now, let's go grab the seed and get to work. It 88% beautiful. But no. At least I won on my gamble though. And one of the slots already tonight, so I don't need to worry about doing that. Ooh. Has it been 5 minutes yet since the last ice? Yes, it has. Really? 70? It couldn't go like one lower? It's 5 o'clock somewhere, Adam. I blame Brewstick. Not sure exactly how. I know he delivers that stuff for a living. I didn't see him come to my house today. So I can't prove it. See, I could have grabbed, I also have the quad track stagger, but this one wasn't busy at all, so I thought, you know what? Well, we'll use the stagger. Is it a real life tractor? No. But I think Case should take a look at this mod and say, you know what? It should be. Let somebody from Farm Sim inspire the real world. That's what I say. And Adam is another winner on the heist, and I'm swimming. Yay. So we have this big field that's been lined. It can be planted with something. I'm thinking corn. When we get over by where we're going to be planting the oats, you'll see one of my alfalfa fields and a massive wheat field. But since we're not playing with seasonal cycles and there's no withering, this stuff can just stay in the ground until I need it. That idle for a minute. We still have our landscaping side business to get going. But I want to get some more work on the fields for cow food and get the cows off and running well first. Then we'll worry about side stuff. It's going to keep us things to do. Well, that's done. Sorry you guys had to wait so long for the seed to fill. It's just part of farm sim. Just gotta wait for it sometimes. Actually gonna close now? There you go. That's what we wanted. Have a very quiet beep, beep, beep one. We will need to, when we get the landscaping business going, come up here and do some yard work around the houses. And weed eating your porches, general mowing. Alright. Let's go plant some oats. Because oats, my gosh, we have plenty of fields we can use. So I showed you guys the massive field that's been lined that needs to be seeded through. A little ways past this bridge will be our wheat field on the left. What we're going to want for our oat field is we'll come up across the harvested cornfield on the right. That is where we're going to start working tonight. You know, in cab, I mean, I know this thing's dirty as heck. There we go. This is a nice quiet ride. I'm impressed. There's Taco Bell. Anybody need anything? Like a chalupa or something? Anybody? Anybody? Bueller? No? Okay. Moving on. Oh, sorry. Spoke up too late. Not turning around now. Soft tacos. Ugh. Actually, I shouldn't say that. My mom likes the soft tacos. That sounds like an issue, not an issue. 65-mile-an-hour speed limit. This thing only goes 27. I think we'll be okay. No race mile on this thing. Well, I hope those that had a 3-day weekend for Memorial Day had a nice time. I did not change my schedule at all. I might, haven't decided yet, I might take a week off near the end of June and then be back in time for 4th of July. Haven't decided. But also, since we're getting so close, when we're getting really close on view hours, I'm thinking about doing an 8 or 12-hour stream. Because I think if we came on here for 8 or 12 hours and did farming on this map, we'd get a lot done, and it'd be a nice boost to the old view hours. Okay, so there's the massive wheat field that we are going to have waiting for us soon enough. Here is the former cornfield where we're going to start seeding right meow. I've never tried Mighty Taco, but something tells me it's 1,000,000% better than Gertie's. Oh. Alright. Off we go. We are planting our oats. Looks like I have a corn header sitting in the field in my way down here. I'm going to have to stop and take care of that weed down here. That is probably the 36 meter that we have that I probably had on here for the next ad. plans got off to a good start this week for mods, and then today, kind of, yeah. I went to my mods and DLCs and just looked for the John Deere 8820 or whatever it is. It might be in miscellaneous vehicles, but it's not in auger wagons. I'd have to look at the mod desk and see what it says for where he put it. There you go. There we go. Back to work. I had those headers up here for the next step, but all I see is the S790, I think that one is. Oh well. Doesn't matter. We are planting our oats in this one. We could tackle that big field that's already been lined with corn after this, because this poor go is edited to plant everything. And this won't take long. Get started on that other one though. Right after this. If you figure out what category it is, Gabe, let me know. Like I said, just a quick peek in the mod desk should answer that question. Or the XMLs for the vehicle, I don't remember which one. Probably the XMLs. It's weird because its cell type category or whatever is combine. Not auger wagon, not bulk. Combine. I might have to change that. Down. Get right back to it. There we go. I have the sim dashboard screen for the 715 quad track. I wonder if it would work for the Steiger. Maybe when I'm done charging my tablet, I'll try that out. Then harvesters. Okay, sure. Yeah, okay. I'll just say it makes sense. It may not be true. I may not mean it, but I'll say that it makes sense. Right? I bought one. I've driven it around, but I haven't used it yet. But so far the log's been clean. So no warnings, no errors. So it's been done well. Boy, this Steiger just pulls this Worko like it's nothing. I mean, for the amount of horsepower it has, it should, but still. I want to see what custom modding does with the John Deere's regular release. I think they're doing the 9RX is the next John Deere tractor that custom modding is releasing. If I remember right. And FS19, because it was the first time that it was an official licensed brand in the game, I was really gung-ho on John Deere. Now, I'm not. I haven't changed allegiances. I'm just less of a stickler for certain brands. I'm just use whatever I like. And some of these large case tractors, 715 Project, 715 Steiger, some of these are they're just nice tractors. Some people don't like them because they're red and because they're case and they're not John Deere, but at the end of the day, in this game, it doesn't really matter that much. But they work well. They look pretty nice. So I'm gonna use them. That's what I was waiting for. Autosave will let me go. There we go. Back to work. Almost have the first headland done, then we can do some up and down rows. I'm pretty sure, Gabe, it's the 9RX because the 9R doesn't sound right, and I know it's not the RT, but it is a John Deere 9. So I'm guessing RX. What I don't use much are like the 8RT and 9RT because there's just not a lot of difference in the look of them between the 8 and the 9. A little bit of size difference, and that's about it. At least with the 8RX and the 9RX, you can tell. It's a very visible difference. That's not quite what I wanted you to do, but alright. I'll drive it freehand instead of using GPS. We'll go round and round. Ouch. Now I'm curious, and I'm going to want to go look at the custom modding Facebook page after stream and find out what their upcoming projects are. '81? Okay. Don't forget, if you're new, to smash that like button, subscribe. That will greatly help the channel. 17% is actually a little high. One of these days, Gabe, I want to take another look at OBS Studio again. Hey, Gabe and I both survived our heist. Woohoo! I know how to add a thumbnail to Streamlabs, but I want to see if we can figure out how to do it for OBS and to send out the 30 minutes from now notification. That might be able to be done in Streamlabs too. I think that's a YouTube thing. I just gotta figure it out. You gotta track down 4B and say, hey, I need help. Yeah. He uses OBS. Matsy uses OBS. Clutch uses OBS. Just a matter of who has time to hang out and go over some stuff. Because if I wanted to learn some of the stuff I don't know to improve, I should consider using the software they use, because they're going to look at mine and go, I have no idea. Yeah, well, there's also a difference between streaming on Twitch and doing stuff for YouTube, because on Twitch it's just put in your stream title, game, and go live. You don't have to worry about too much. But with YouTube, you got thumbnails, and a lot of YouTubers do the 30-minute notifications. Live in 30 minutes. Even at 12 miles an hour, which is faster than IRL seating, this field's taking this a bit. And I have a solution for that after we make this turn. And that is left all 0. There we go. Open up that throttle a little bit. Yeah, no, I understand, Adam. I know why. The allure of easy monetization and fewer restrictions on language is what lured me to Twitch in the first place for streaming and left YouTube. But the language turned out not to be that big a deal for me. You know, it wasn't like, you know, I was going to miss it that much. I went back to YouTube. And to be honest, the pay difference between Twitch and YouTube, since this is what I do for a living, is too important. And Kick is too new. Oh, easy there. There we go. Kick is too new. Kick is not recognized enough and big enough, especially for farm sim streaming, to be a viable option. I mean, Gabe's trying to get monetized on Kick, but she mostly does, you know, hunter and construction sim over there. She doesn't do truck sim and farm sim over there the way she does everywhere else. For a reason. It's just not taken off that well yet. If it had launched during lockdown, it probably would have just been a monster, because there were more people at home watching the stream. But now that people are back out into the world and everything, they're not watching streams as much. Kick's not getting off the ground as fast as they'd like. And you get people like, I was talking to the Portal rep, and one of the things they were a little leery about, you know, recognizing Kick streamers as partners is all the gambling channels over there. And that could be a reason why farm sim and, like, you know, why Giants has not been in a hurry to recognize Kick followers towards Giants partner. But they know how big the farm sim community on Twitch and YouTube is. And another big reason why I came back to YouTube, it was one of the deciding factors, was I kept thinking about all the hours and hours of content and moments, funny moments, surprising moments of how I avoided crashes and everything else in farm sim, and tutorials of showing off maps and mods that just got lost. They only stick around so long on Twitch and then they're gone. And I didn't want to keep exporting everything over to YouTube, because that's only a small temporary solution. You're not going to attract viewers on YouTube with just Twitch replay. You need thumbnails and everything else for the algorithm over here. It's new. It's all about new content, not stuff that already happened. Could very easily switch from this to the John Deere Cedar air cart. It is a 50 meter, where this is only like a, I want to say 36 meter? 36 meter? So I might, after this field, it's 36, yeah, biggest Borgo. I might jump into that Because the next field that we're going to tackle is a big one. So I'm thinking after stream, I will likely get harvesters of whatever type I need going in the fields that need to be harvested, so that this week's streams can basically just be planting streams. And then maybe next week will be harvesting week. By the time I play the number of hours I'm probably be playing on this map and sleeping through the night, this oat field could be ready. Plus there's the wheat field across the street, which is ginormous. So we'll have plenty of options for that. Harvesting week should be just as busy as planting week. But harvesting week is also going to include picking up straw. We'll have plenty of that going on. Have you tried out that drivable auger wagon yet, Gabe? How is it? Negative 2 million. Oops. Well, now that we know what store category it's in, I want to see something here real quick. Set us in harvesters. Let's find it. I want to see what crops it says it transports. Well, it depends on how much she had before, but I have gone negative that much before the game stops. Because I would be buying like seed or fertilizer from a edited buy station, going into an edited seeder or planter that holds an awful lot. Yeah, well, it seems to hold everything. That's good. It says combine, but it's pretty much bulk, so it goes between 15,000 and 60,000 liters right now. But I might change that. I might change that. Knowing me, I'm going to change that. I like the 60K capacity option. I don't mind the 15K capacity. I might edit one of the ones in between to be a much higher capacity, which would make it the highest capacity, just out of order. Yeah, we could add one on. I don't have a lot of practice doing that. Maybe I need to start getting practice doing that. But it seems to, as of right now, just hold whatever a combine on the map it's on holds. Which is fine. Because that's what it's for. It's supposed to chase down and empty out combines and then, yeah, take it to the truck. Which is another thing we might end up doing. Like the massive wheat field across the road, we might set up horseplay with combines and augers to chase and let that harvest be automated. Then all we have to do is just pick up the straw as they do it. That might actually be a really good idea. I need to stop trying to swing so sharp. I mean, I think it's just a matter of being in the right area of the XMLs, copying the lines of one of the configurations, pasting it, and then just changing the numbers. Which would be real easy for editing that. I just need more practice at actually doing it. Right. Maybe we'll work on that tonight, Gabe, when we're looking for that palette you couldn't find and going over Paint 3D. I still need to finish clearing the forested areas and checking out, trying to find my mod conflict on the carnival stuff I have before I worry about adding more. So we won't worry about that as much tonight. I downloaded a bunch of it last night, as much as I could, and then got in the game and I went to tab to a vehicle and nothing happened. Looked in the store of my owned items and I had a chainsaw. and went, oh no, that's not right. Quickly quit out of the game. Do not save, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Straight to desktop. You know, Gabe, it could have something to do with the fact that, well, I have over 4,400 mods in my folder. That could have something to do with it. I'm not sure. I think the reason why it took a minute for yours to show up and it doesn't do that for me is RAM. I think that's the big difference maker. Because I haven't had that exact problem. I said I think the reason why that happened to you but doesn't usually happen to me, has never happened to me with vehicles taking a minute to render in, is the difference in RAM. Not a whole lot more, and this field will be done. I think we'll jump into the other tractor, the 9R, with the John Deere seeder behind it, and do that other field at 50 meters. Start on it because, well, it's a much bigger field, so going to 50 meters instead of the 36 will make a difference. I think we're going to put corn in that one over there. Because if we have a combine with a corn header that would give us chaff, that would be amazing. That would make silage so much easier on this map. It's almost like, for some reason, even though this tractor is plenty big enough, and the air cart and cedar shouldn't be too heavy, it's like they're pushing it into jackknifing before I'm done, ready to turn. No matter how wide I try and go. I end up jackknifing. I want to figure out, Gabe, what the widest width we have for a round baler with a wrapper. Okay. That's not the first 17 I've got tonight on that. Get 2? Really, Buck? Ouch. Alright, last pass. And then the oats will be done. There's our other setup. Park this guy next to the JCB with the best way ag header trailer behind it. Don't need you right now. We want you. A great, big, beautiful monstrosity. We need you to switch over to corn. Here's our other, that's an older quad track with another Forgo setup. This map definitely calls for big equipment. Adam, you seem to have a habit of throwing me overboard tonight. It's either you or the poisonous frog. Maybe it's the Hypnotoad from Futurama. That wouldn't surprise me. But this other field has been limed and ready to go for a while now. So I'll be happy to get over here. Well, it is pretty warm here, Adam. I mean, you know. Don't forget, if you're new here, to hit that subscribe button. Definitely, please hit that like button as well. That also helps get that channel out there and notice to people. We've had a steady bit of growth here on the channel, and I want to keep it up. See if we can make that steady growth even bigger. My mirror seems to be glitching. None of my monitors in cab anymore in this game. So this week is going to be planting week. Next week's going to be harvesting week. The week after that, maybe farm building and landscaping. We do have a actual mountain we want to take out with terraform after we clear the trees off of it. We might spend some time doing that on stream. Just flattening out that mountain so that I can get the stones from it for mineral feed is not a bad idea. I will buy lime and fertilizer, but mineral feed I'm going to try and produce and not buy as much. There goes the train. Yeah, I haven't seen nearly as many good. Actually, after I got rid of those stone quarries, I went back to a couple of places where there should have been stones that I hadn't collected yet, and they weren't there. So, I don't know what happened. But I don't have to play hide and go seek with my stones anymore. Something, that or teleporting on the map with having those placed down and just general teleporting, or I don't know. I have a feeling it was the stone quarries. And I didn't have them edited that much, so it shouldn't have been that. I don't know. If we happen to see an update for that stone quarry mod come out, I want to see the change log. See if anybody else has had that problem they had to fix it. That would sure answer some questions. That big open field right there next to the houses, that might, over here on the left, not the one on the right, might get turned into lawn and be mowed as well. But with the way our spending is starting to slow down, because we have most everything we need except for buying more cows, and how we stand to make a boatload of cash off of milk, we're likely not going to need much in the way of side hustles. So, yeah, soon we're going to be looking for new ways to spend money rather than make it. This ginormous field is going to be corn. Which is why I grabbed the 50-meter unit instead of using the 36-meter Bordeaux. We have plenty enough fertilizer for this job. Seeds should be okay. We'll see. It's going down pretty fast. We'll get as much done as we can and see how we're doing. Seems to be a few spots that got missed by the plow or something, but for the most part, we're getting this nice, beautiful, dark brown texture. Such a big contrast to the white lined field. We might have to come back in. But we'll see how much fertilization this field has when we're done. We might need to come back and give another shot to this field. A little bit of overlap on the headland, but once we come back around, it'll be a little bit easier in the next pass. Well, we got a little distracted with these two fields. We didn't get to the fields at the top of the map tonight. So we'll be working on them all week. So we'll get them. We're slowly moving everything over that way. Everything that we're going to need. We're eventually just going to work our way down the map to the bottom. Although there's some fields along the way that are already done and ready for what we want them to be. So if you look up here, over here, you got this mountain with a split in the middle right there. This side right here, that should be where the lavender field was that we did at the end of last week. We were working on Sunday and everything. There was the horseplay was doing while we were working on the cotton field on the lower part of the map. From a distance, this field doesn't look very hilly, and then you get into it, and it has a lot more hill to it in spots than you thought. It's very deceptive because of the size of the map. Well, that corner probably needed line, but didn't get it, but that's all right. One corner of this big field's not going to be that big a deal. Yeah, I don't know what's going on your end, Gabe, because I've got, I'm watching my stream on YouTube. That's how I'm reading chat, and seems fine. I don't know. Don't know what to tell you, Gabe. Seems to be picking on you more than it is everybody. Did they have potatoes in the Stone Age? I don't know. Turning around and backing up with this thing would be much easier if that air cart would cooperate more. This thing jackknifes at the slightest little backup. This thing is more about going forward. It doesn't like reverse at all. Of course, the Borgo is not much better, so I don't know if any wide planter we have, cedar planter, it is, except for maybe the DB120. That one backs up okay. But again, 36 meter. This is 50 meter. So for that extra 14 meters, it's worth dealing with a few headaches to get stuff done. I mean, because here we are, we haven't even gotten the first headland done yet on this field. Another 17. That's like the third 17 on duty I've got tonight. Still in fourth. Darn it. I'm catching up to Spoopy though. Well, the stone picker's done. So that means when I get to plowing the fields over here, those that have stones in them from previous, I'll be able to get them stone picked. Are you still wanting to edit some feed mixers, Gabe, to accept straw pellets? Because that could come in very handy for me, too. We should be doing that sooner rather than later. Blackfire! What's going on, dude? Well, we'll see. I need to try, and I'll try at least with some of mine and make sure it'll work. And then we can do more. I need to make an RDT announcements channel in my Discord and post about the minimum one race load a month rule. So, typical night for a dad. Got it. Especially when that dad is you. Will I make it back in time with my soda before the end of the road? Find out. Of course I did. I'm that good. Go. So where I had the peanut butter and jelly productions, I've started putting down storages that I'm throwing bales in right now. I might, in the grass area behind that, put down some silage bunkers because we're going to have a boatload of chaff really soon. Basically, we're going to have everything we need for these cows, and then some very soon. I'll be pulling out bales, wrapping them, delivering the silage to fill up for the robots. Plus, I'll have silage for the TMR mixers. Grass fields for hay. Alfalfa fields for silage. Corn for chaff. Wheat, barley, and oats for the straw. Yeah, we're gonna have everything we need. And then some. I might spend some time very soon and start buying more cows. Use up quite a bit of the money we have. Buy a bunch more cows so we get that much more milk. Well, according to my numbers, we are at 9 likes. But I bet by the time we're done tonight, we can beat that. Let me refresh. Yep, 9 likes. Come on, guys. We can get 10 easy. Come on. Try and round this off a little bit here. So we'll have to remember, Gabe, with that Colossus RGM pack, the corn headers don't harvest corn anymore. They chaff it. That's alright, because when we need chaff, quick and easy, that's going to be coming real handy. That's at least the second time I've got a 32 tonight on gambles. I mean, it's a win, so I'm not really complaining, but it's just, yeah. Weird that it happened twice. We're going to cut off this corner and plant it real quick. Try and start rounding this field a bit more to make these loops around it easier. Spoopy! And Spooky came in just in time to kick me out the boat. Yay! That's a lie. He's much prettier than that. Dang bot. You gotta go to that ugly W word tonight? I don't know if it'll fit on the back of this. It might. I have some, they call them fertilizer caddies. If they would hook up to that hitch right there, I don't know if it'd hold seed or not, but they would certainly increase at least the fertilizer capacity. Not sure what seeders and planters I have that would work with, but we might have to try those out. Ew. I'm sorry. It says I have 1% of seed left, but that 1% is a lot of seed, so I'm not worried. Good night, Adam. We'll catch you later. I've been trying to start early when I'm here on YouTube on the nights that I stream, but so far I haven't been able to start too awful early, but a little bit. Tonight was the better part of half an hour early. Boy, even at 50 meters, this is a big field taking a while. Taking a while, but that's fine. This field actually has a lot of fertilization now that we're actually it already had it. Okay. We didn't bother plowing that one before we planted it, and that's gonna show. But we're just chaffing. Well, no, that's just oats for straw, so that's fine. How fertilized is that field? Of course, we gotta turn off the line too in order to see it. Not very. Okay, so we'll probably take some fertilizer over there soon. Okay. Interesting how we went over that entire field with a seeder with fertilizer in it, and yet there's strips of it that look like it has no fertilization, and it used fertilizer. Okay then. We've got a truck that does solid fertilizer at 50 meters. I'll probably just drive over there and give it a good once over. Should make things much easier. Eventually we're going to be fertilizing our fields. Well, besides what goes in with the seeder or planter, the only fertilizers we're going to be using after that eventually will be separated manure and water. We won't be spraying or spreading man-made fertilizer after a certain point. Just what goes in with the planter and the seeder. You need mine that doesn't charge you distribution costs. Either that, or you need to go into the production revamp settings in the pause menu in the options. Sounds like your distribution cost factor is not down to 0. Because if it's the distribution cost, then you got to go into the pause menu options. But if it's cycles per hour and cost per hour, then yeah, you'll have to edit the X and Ls on that one. I wonder, without precision farming, if I tried to lime on top of the seed, would that work? Yeah, that's what it was. And when it's distributing a lot of water on a regular basis, that adds up fast. Like negative 2 or 3 million fast. Well, you usually use precision farming, so, but yeah, might give that a try, just so I know. Because it's not grown yet, it's just been planted, so it might count. I know after I do the alfalfa harvest and bale and wrap from the alfalfa field, it's that island on the way over to the cows. Well, I wasn't going to, Gabe, but I kind of changed my mind a little bit. I just wanted to get these fields done, but I have the line to use. But one of these times after I harvest the alfalfa before it grows back, I should lime that field and see if it makes a difference. And then once it's been a few harvests on that field and the yield starts going down, then I'm going to plow it, because not all of it got plowed. So that one was really bad. My game started like not responding for a second there. It's not going to be this week, but maybe next week. We'll see. I might do a single player throwback Thursday stream. Actually, I might do them a few Thursdays in a row because a very nice looking FS22 version of Bjornholm came out. That's the first map I ever played. I might go back to 15, do a stream on that. Then the next week, 17, and then 19. And then for comparison, show a stream of the FS22 version of Bjornholm. Sacrifice one night a week of being on this map for a few weeks. Show off the map in its different versions of where the different games was the map that I got me into Farm Sim in the first place. First map I ever played in Farm Sim is also actually the first map Mr. Seeley P ever played in Farm Sim as well. We both started in FS15 on console. When I throw back, I will be going to be on PC, but yeah, not a lot of differences in map itself. I'll get that heist going. -9? Ooh. Luckily, you're on a map that has huge fields, so hopefully it'll help you make some money back relatively quick. You might want to consider finding some things you can sell off. We all died in that heist. Man, I have had terrible luck with heists tonight. After a few passes of overlapping to square it off, we'll soon be doing full up and down 50-meter passes. Knock this field out nice and quick, hopefully. Now we're cooking with gas. I'll tell you, when you're working such big fields, even at such a wide width as this, and being able to go faster than it can in real life, 3 hours still goes by really fast. I'm glad this isn't going to be the largest pig farm in FS22, because that would take a lot more crops to make pig food. I mean, it'd be a lot of bacon. Yeah. That's not going to push. Let's try that again. Shall we? I think so. Wow, bot, you are really off on that beauty. Not a bad gamble, though. I might have to finish up this field after stream because, oof, there's a lot left. But those fields across the top we're going to be working on this week are going to be alternating grass and alfalfa, grass, alfalfa when they get planted. Especially the ones that have train tracks going through them. You may not have heard me earlier, Gabe, because you were having problems with YouTube, but do you have any idea what the widest working width of our round balers with wrappers is? Because I might need a super wide round baler with a wrapper on it. Yeah, I might need something bigger, especially on a round with a wrapper. We might have to work on that. I might do a wider, higher capacity version of that Case IH module baler that I got from Ron Kima. So I could have mega straw bales. Alright, this is going to be the last pass, and then I'm going to finish this field up off stream, and we will tackle the other fields starting tomorrow night. I'm going to need to get myself something to cool me off, and then I can jump into voice gig, and we can work on a few things. This pass is going to be the last one. I want to thank everybody tonight. You know, probably already left, but thank you to the new people that came over from Driver 53's stream. Appreciate all of that support from that side of things. Thank you for the new subscribers. Greatly appreciated. 9 likes for the night. Not too bad. But thank you very much, everybody. I'll be back out here tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Pacific. Try and go a little early, no promises. Definitely be going by 8 o'clock, though. Alright. Thanks much. I appreciate it. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.